Welcome to a new episode of Ausfahrt.tv in English. Read on my back, we are here in Düsseldorf today and we were part of the debut of the brand new Mercedes-Benz Marco Polo. You might have seen one of our other clips about the new V-Class or the new Vito that was presented just at the start of the summer. Now we have the Marco Polo. The Marco Polo used to be based on the Viano, and as you know, the V-Class is the successor of the Viano, so Mercedes-Benz skipped the Viano from the name and now it is just the Mercedes-Benz Marco Polo. The new Marco Polo will be sold in 15 different markets all around Europe. So no US, no South America, no Africa. I'm sorry guys. However, when I say the new Marco Polo, I'm saying something wrong, because we have two different models actually. We have the Marco Polo, just the name, and we have the Marco Polo Activity. In the English language they call it the Marco Polo camper van and the Marco Polo something I couldn't pronounce and so I forgot it. So the camper is most likely for people who love to go camping. It's a compact camper, while the activity, the Marco Polo Activity, is most likely for active families and guys who really like to do sports, like surfers for instance, or paragliders. They want to go surfing on the beach and have their bus there, and or go up the hill and take the gliding, the parachute with them. So they need a lot of space and still a bed where they can easily sleep. But they're young people, so they don't need, at least they feel young, they don't need a kitchen. The camper does have a kitchen, the activity does not. If you really want to order one of the Marco Polos, you have to be a little bit patient, but Mercedes claims that it will be sold in all the market by the end of the year at least. And by the way, I was just told that the right-hand drive, so Hello UK, will be just available as the activity version, so no campers for the UK, at least if you want to have the steering wheel on the right side. So if we take the two models from the outside, you don't see a big difference. From the inside you do. But under the hood there are different engines available. For the Marco Polo camper van you only have 3 different diesel engines, and you can choose between rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, while the all-wheel drive is limited to the strongest engine. So the smallest engine for the camper van comes with 136 horsepower, while the biggest version has 190 horsepower. This version you can only order with a 7G Tronic, while the other models you can have as well with a manual 6-speed. If we look at the activity version now, that is available with 5 different engines, while the lowest engine only has 88 horsepower and the strongest version has 190 horsepower. The 2 low engines will be available with a 6-speed manual, and the 3 engines above that are optionally available with a 7G Tronic. And the top model, the 190 horsepower version, is available as all-wheel drive as well, while the first 2 models will be available with front-wheel drive. Are you mixed up? I guess so, because I'm too. Anyhow, you might want to read up what it is. Available with front-wheel drive for the slow engines, with rear-wheel drive for the strong engines, and the top engine has all-wheel drive as an option. Well, I know we don't have an English clip about the V-Class. Still, if you watch our clips, you can at least tell how it looks inside, and the front row in the Marco Polo is pretty much the same. So you have a real car feeling. It doesn't drive like a van, it drives like a car, it looks like a car, and even a very nice car. You have all the assist systems from the V-Class coming to the Marco Polo, of course. There's a side wind assist and an attention awareness assist that are coming with the base model. You have a 360-degree camera, which makes sense for such a monster. You have the Distronic Plus and so on, blind spot warning, lane assist, everything you want, and you can buy, you can order for the Marco Polo as well. And this makes it a real cool car, I think, because it's really what the purpose is meant to be. It's a daily driver that you can use for your camping experience or your trips to wherever. And still, if you drive it in the city, you don't have problems because it drives like a car and it's not that huge either. Well, finally everyone else left, so I have a chance to look around inside. And the first thing I notice is that you can turn the seats now. The front seats are turnable. You might know it from the Volkswagen T5, from the multivan. And on the other hand, I have two seats, two rear seats. So we have 4 places here altogether. There's something special about the rear seats. First of all, it's a bed actually. You know, you can pull it apart and you have a bed for 2 persons. And the seats do have side support, and the side support comes from air cushions inside the seats that you can pump up while you're driving. But they would bother you while you're sleeping, so they deflate whenever you make it to a bed, or you can deflate them via button. So it's a nice driving experience, I guess. I can imagine while you sit and have the cushion blown up, and it's probably a nice bed too. Besides that, here's something I'm a little bit unfamiliar with. Looks like a stove, I guess. Something where you cook. No, just kidding. You have 2 flames. You have a little sink. You have various drawers here to store your stuff. And the guys from Mercedes are very proud about the concept of the drawers, because you have a little button that locks the drawer and prevents it from opening by itself. And then you feel that, they're closing automatically, they lock automatically, and so nothing is in your way while you're driving, even spotty way in the, tight corners. Besides that, I have a table, of course, because after I cooked, I need to eat somewhere. And so I have this little table that is scootable, and if you turn around the driver's seat as well, you have a nice place for 4 persons to eat here, or at least for 2 persons to have a good breakfast. So I told you already, I have 1 bed here, and the other bed is right here in the roof. So I know you can see it. Up here we have the second bed for 2 persons. It's the same bed that you find in the previous version in the Viano Marco Polo. People liked it a lot, but in the roof now there's no more. There's no more space for your legs. I could go on and just stay here, but we're short in time, so I think that's good for a first view, for a first impression. From the V-Class, we already know this huge back door. If you want to, as an option, it opens electrically, which makes sense because it's a little bit heavy, I guess, especially for not so strong people. In the back door, we have the rear mirror, the rear window, of course. And as an option, you can open it. You know this, or you might know this from the V-Class. Here it makes double sense, because if you fold the bed downstairs here, and you open the window, you can look outside the window when you wake up. That's pretty neat, I guess. Besides that, we have a bag here, and the Marco Polo comes as a base model with 2 camping chairs and a camping table. By the way, if you live or if you like to travel to countries where you have a lot of sun, optional, there's a canopy for both models available. Well, this is the Mercedes-Benz Marco Polo Active connectivity. And to be honest, it does not look so much different from the V-Class. We have a German V-Class video, so if you're interested in how the interior looks like, please look this up. We have a bench in the back with 3 places. The bench is a bed. You can transform it, You can transform it into a bed, of course. We have the rotating front seats here. We have the roof that folds up and has another bed. But what we are missing is the kitchen. So this might be a car for me, haha. Instead of the kitchen, we have a little bit more compartments in the side where you can store a lot of more. And you might know this table from the V-Class, and it's not for dwarfs. You can pull it up as well, the whole table. Well, thanks for watching this little show. I know it wasn't an in-depth review. We hope that we get invited to the driving event so we can tell you guys about our camping and driving experience with the new Mercedes-Benz Marco Polo. I appreciate your like on our clip. If you have any questions, we try to answer them in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I do English videos even with my bad Stratmann accent every once in a while, so it's worth to subscribe. I see you then. Bye bye.